Where do I belong? The jigsaw analogy. Where do I belong? Where do I fit in?
Why do I feel different?
Where do I find love?
Am I even worthy of finding true love?
Existential questions many of us may recognize from our own experience.
I would like to give you an analogy of the jigsaw as a reflection of existence or even humanity.
Imagine a jigsaw puzzle, 1,000 pieces.
The picture on the box gives you a reflection of how the puzzle is supposed to look. You open the box and you throw all 1,000 pieces on the table. The puzzle is exactly 1,000 pieces, not 999 and not 1,003 pieces.
That's one thing you are sure of. So you can also trust the fact that every piece, including yours, should fit in somewhere.
Otherwise, the puzzle, existence or humanity would not be complete.
And you start with the first piece of the puzzle. The picture of the puzzle shows you a depiction of a crowd of people in the middle of a big city. You see the hassle and the bustle of all these people crawling like ants in the middle of a frantic city. Humanity. At the top, a small piece of blue sky is depicted.
Okay, so you start with the first piece, and gradually your puzzle starts to resemble the picture on the box. At a certain point, while puzzling, you hold a jigsaw piece in your hand that seems to resemble a piece of the bit of blue sky.
You feel attracted to this piece because it resembles your idea of freedom and space.
But somehow, you feel the pressure and urge to fit this piece, reflecting sky, into the part of the crowd that is not yet finished. And with all your attention and focus, you look for the right spot to fit this sky piece into the crowd. No matter how hard you try, it doesn't seem to fit in or belong anywhere in the crowd part of the puzzle. Frustrated and exhausted, you give up your attempts to fit the piece into the crowd part of the puzzle and you put the puzzle aside. Angry and sad, because you feel like a failure. Misunderstood by the puzzle since it doesn't seem to be willing to let you fit a piece of the puzzle in the spot you would like it to fit. Until you realize. Wait, yes, of course. I know the puzzle has 1,000 pieces. I can trust that every piece has its own place within this puzzle reflecting existence or humanity. So, somehow, this piece of sky I try to fit into the crowd must have its place in the entirety of the picture depicted. Maybe I was trying to fit it in the wrong place. Maybe I was so obsessed and focused on one area of the puzzle, while I should have looked at another part of the puzzle. And with renewed excitement, you look at the puzzle again. Knowing for sure, there must be a place or spot where this piece of sky reflection fits in. It must be, because without this piece, the puzzle is not complete, and therefore the whole picture of humanity can never be complete without this piece of sky, which resonates so much with my energy. And suddenly all pieces fall in the right place. In the small part of the sky in this whole picture, you find the right spot to fit in. You were never meant to fit in with the crowd, the rat race, the concrete jungle of traditional expectations. You were meant to reflect freedom, space, the sky. But only for those who are willing to look up from the crowd and stare into your blue sky. And suddenly, you drop the sad and lonely belief that you do not fit in. Suddenly, you realize you do fit in, just not in the spot you have been looking for. You are meant to be accompanied by other pieces of the sky, not by a crowd. You are meant to guide the crowd to the sky, to make them look up. Not for you to look down. The puzzle is now complete. With you being at the right spot. With all other pieces also in the right spot where they are supposed to be. And you smile. Not because you forced yourself to mold in where you do not belong. But because with grace, ease and peace, you have been able to release all anger and sadness, just by being persistent and determined to find the spot that truly fits you. And you realize, existence or humanity can never be complete without my piece of the puzzle. I am always a part of all that is, the whole puzzle, and without me, the entire picture is not whole or complete. And you fit the piece of you in, with ease and peace. Just by releasing your perception of trying to fit in on the wrong spot. Ain't that beautiful?